Your dog ate grass again this morning. Maybe it threw up after. Maybe it didn't. You probably shrugged it off. Dogs do weird things. But here's what that moment actually was: a signal. One your dog has been sending for weeks, maybe months. The grass eating, the occasional soft stool, the way it sometimes skips its food or gulps it down in a panic, the rumbling you hear from across the room at night. None of those things happened randomly. Your dog's gut has been talking. You just didn't have the translation yet. This video gives you that. Most owners do not think about their dog's gut health until something forces them to. Until there's a mess on the floor, an emergency vet visit, or a dog that's just been off for so long that off starts to feel normal. And I understand that completely. Life gets busy. Dogs seem fine. You're not a veterinarian. But here's the thing: gut health isn't just about digestion. It's not just about whether your dog has loose stools or a sensitive stomach. The gut is connected to your dog's immune system, its mood, its energy levels, even its skin and coat. When the gut is struggling, the whole dog is struggling. It just doesn't always look like a stomach problem. So what we are doing in this video is building what I'd call gut health literacy. You're going to learn how your dog's digestive system actually works, what a healthy gut looks like versus a compromised one, and most importantly, how to read the everyday signs your dog is already showing you. Some of those signs are obvious. Some are going to surprise you. And a few of them are things most owners dismiss for years before connecting them to gut health at all. By the end of this, you will not be guessing anymore. You'll know what to look for, what it means, and what you can actually do about it. Let us get into it. Let us start with the basics. And I mean the real basics, not the oversimplified version. Your dog's gut is not just a tube that processes food. It's an ecosystem. Inside your dog's digestive tract lives a massive community of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms, collectively called the gut microbiome. Trillions of them. And in a healthy dog, there's a balance. The beneficial bacteria keep the harmful ones in check. They help break down food, produce essential nutrients, regulate inflammation, and communicate directly with the immune system. Here's the part that surprises most people. Roughly 70% of your dog's immune system lives in its gut, which means when the microbiome is off, when that balance tips toward the wrong bacteria, it doesn't just cause stomach problems. It opens the door to chronic inflammation, skin issues, behavioral changes, and a whole cascade of symptoms that look like completely separate problems. That's why gut health matters so much. Not because digestion is complicated, but because the gut is connected to everything. Short start now: what throws the microbiome off balance? A lot of things. Antibiotics are the big one. They are sometimes necessary, but they wipe out beneficial bacteria along with the harmful ones, and the microbiome can take weeks or months to recover without support. Sudden food changes are another major disruptor. Stress is a real factor too. Yes, your dog's anxiety and emotional state directly impact its gut bacteria. Low-quality food with synthetic fillers and preservatives feeds the wrong bacteria over time. Even over-vaccination schedules or repeated pesticide exposure can shift the balance. The point is this: the microbiome is constantly being shaped by what your dog eats, feels, and is exposed to. It's not static, it's dynamic, and it is vulnerable. Short end, so what does a disrupted microbiome actually look like from the outside? This is where the signs come in. Let us talk about the obvious ones first, the signs that are hard to miss. Loose stools or diarrhea that comes and goes. This is one of the clearest signals of gut disruption. Not every loose stool is an emergency, but when it keeps coming back, when your dog has soft stools a few times a week, or cycles through diarrhea and normal consistency without explanation, that pattern is telling you the gut is not in balance. A healthy gut produces consistent, well-formed stools. Inconsistency is a message: vomiting or frequent regurgitation. Again, context matters. Dogs vomit occasionally, and it doesn't always mean something serious. But chronic vomiting, even if it is just once or twice a week, points to ongoing gut inflammation or microbiome imbalance. The stomach lining is irritated. The gut is struggling to process what's coming in. Excessive gas. Some gas is normal. But if your dog is consistently bloated, uncomfortable, or producing gas that could clear a room, that's fermentation in the wrong places. It usually means food isn't being digested efficiently, or the wrong bacteria are dominating and producing too much gas as a byproduct. Grass eating. We're back here because it is important. When a dog eats grass, especially with urgency, especially followed by vomiting, it is typically trying to soothe irritation in the gut or stimulate digestion. It's a self-medication behavior, not dangerous in small amounts, but a consistent signal that something isn't sitting right in the digestive system. Those are the obvious ones. Now let us talk about the signs that most owners miss entirely or attribute to something else for years. Skin and coat problems. Itchy skin, recurring ear infections, dull or flaky coat, hot spots that will not fully resolve. These are incredibly common presentations in dogs with gut dysbiosis, the scientific term for microbial imbalance. The gut and the skin are deeply connected through immune function and inflammation pathways. When the gut is chronically inflamed, the immune system stays in a reactive state. That immune reactivity often shows up on the skin. So if your dog has been on and off allergy medications, if it has been to the vet repeatedly for ear infections, if its coat just never looks quite right despite good grooming, look at the gut. Seriously. Energy and mood changes. A dog whose gut is struggling may seem low energy, disinterested, or just not quite itself. The gut produces and regulates neurotransmitters, yes, including serotonin, the feel-good chemical. There's a direct communication line between the gut and the brain called the gut-brain axis. This isn't metaphorical. It's a real biological pathway. When the microbiome is off, that communication gets disrupted. You might notice your dog is less playful, more anxious, more reactive on walks, or just seems flat. Gut health affects mood in dogs just as it does in humans. Food pickiness or appetite swings. A dog that was once a consistent eater and suddenly becomes picky, skips meals, or swings between eating everything desperately and ignoring its bowl may be experiencing gut discomfort. Nausea, bloating, or reflux can all dampen appetite or create hunger that's almost frantic when the gut finally settles. If the eating pattern has changed without any obvious explanation, the gut is worth examining. Weight fluctuations despite consistent feeding. If your dog is eating the same amount but losing weight or struggling to maintain condition, nutrient absorption may be compromised. A damaged gut lining, sometimes called leaky gut or increased intestinal permeability, allows particles to pass through that shouldn't, while simultaneously failing to absorb nutrients efficiently. The body works harder but gets less. You see it on the dog's frame over time. Coprophagia or eating feces. I know, nobody wants to talk about this one, but it matters. When dogs eat stool, their own or other animals, it is often linked to nutritional deficiency or an instinct to reintroduce bacteria into a depleted gut. It's not normal. It's adaptive. And it usually points to something missing, either in diet or in the microbiome itself. Now, here's what to do with all of this information. Because awareness without action doesn't help your dog. Step 1, keep a simple gut health log for 2 weeks. Write down what your dog eats, what the stools look like, consistency, frequency, color, any vomiting, any scratching or ear shaking, and energy level. 2 weeks of data creates a picture you can actually use. Vague impressions like "my dog seems off" do not help a vet. A 2-week log does. Step 2, transition food changes slowly. If you are going to change your dog's diet, and you may want to after this video, do it over 7 to 10 days minimum. 25% new food mixed with 75% old for the first few days. Then 50-50. Then 75% new. Gradual. The microbiome needs time to adapt. Fast switches cause gut disruption even when the new food is better. Step 3, consider adding a probiotic. Not all probiotics are created equal. Look for one that's specifically formulated for dogs, with multiple strains of beneficial bacteria, Lactobacillus acidophilus, Bifidobacterium animalis, and Enterococcus faecium are among the most studied. CFU count matters. You generally want something in the billions range, not millions. Talk to your vet about what's appropriate for your dog's size and history, especially if antibiotics have been used recently. Step 4. Feed a prebiotic. Probiotics add beneficial bacteria. Prebiotics feed the bacteria that are already there. Foods like plain cooked pumpkin, sweet potato, or small amounts of chicory are natural prebiotic sources. Some commercial dog foods include prebiotic fiber. This is not about fancy supplements. It is about giving the existing microbiome something to work with. Step 5. Reduce unnecessary gut disruptors. This one takes some honesty. If your dog is on antibiotics frequently, ask your vet about gut support during and after treatment. If your dog is eating a heavily processed diet with synthetic additives, that's a long-term microbiome drain. If your dog is anxious, genuinely, chronically anxious, that stress is feeding gut dysfunction in a real biological way, and addressing the anxiety also supports the gut. Step 6. Know when to go to the vet. Here's the clear line. If your dog has blood in its stool, is vomiting repeatedly within a short period, shows signs of severe abdominal pain, bloating, hunching, restlessness, is lethargic and refusing to eat for more than 24 hours, or is losing weight rapidly, that is not a wait-and-see situation. Those are urgent symptoms. Everything else we've talked about today, the patterns, the chronic low-grade signals, those you can address proactively. But acute, severe symptoms need professional evaluation. Don't let this video replace a vet when a vet is what your dog needs. So let us zoom out for a moment. You started this video hearing that your dog's gut has been talking to you. And now you know that's not just a metaphor. The grass eating, the skin flare-ups, the mood changes, the inconsistent stools, the energy dips, these aren't isolated quirks. They're a system trying to tell you something. They're the gut speaking in the only language it has, the body. Most owners connect these dots only after a diagnosis. After the vet mentions dysbiosis, or inflammatory bowel disease, or food sensitivities. After months or years of symptoms that felt unrelated until suddenly they didn't. What you have now is the chance to connect those dots earlier. To be the owner who notices the pattern before it becomes the problem. That's what gut health literacy actually means. Not that you'll never need a vet. Not that you can diagnose your own dog. But that you show up to that vet visit with information, with observations, with a log that means something. That you make the food transitions thoughtfully. That you do not dismiss the signals as just what dogs do. Because your dog has been trying to tell you, and now you know how to listen. If this changed how you see your dog's everyday behavior, the best thing you can do right now is actually use it. Start that gut health log today, seriously. Just open your phone's notes app. 2 weeks of observations could change a conversation with your vet entirely. And if you want to go deeper on any of this, whether that's reading labels on dog food, understanding probiotics, or figuring out if your dog's skin issues are gut-related, there's more on this channel that covers exactly that. Take a look around, find what fits where your dog is right now, and keep going. Your dog is worth the attention. Thanks for watching. If you loved this video, scan the QR code on the screen right now to subscribe and join the Pawsome Life family. Give your dog a belly rub for us, and we will see you in the next video.